Hello, welcome to the College of Functional Wellness. I'm Claire Snowden-Darling,
Laura Knowles.
and we're going to talk to you about hormones. And in particular, what we want to talk about today is why do we focus on hormones?
Because they're brilliant, but then as soon as I say that, I go, "Ugh," they're also quite challenging.
They are really challenging when they're not in balance. I remember when I was doing my training, whenever someone talked about hormones, I thought, oh, that's really boring. How
Did
boring.
you? Oh, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's interesting. No, I'm
No,
interested in hormones.
I was bored. But I tell you why I think I was bored, if I'm really honest with myself, it's because it felt too mystical. It was almost too deep and big a subject. And so, and that's true. And so, what we've done in the college is we have made it really super simple to understand. So that's video over, really. What we've done is made hormones easy to understand. But why? Well, I think for me, and I mean, I trained in 16 different modalities, and the one where we went into hormones the most was in kinesiology, and I mean, anatomy and physiology, obviously. But what I was taught was hormones are the messengers of the body, they're chemical messengers. Our whole body runs from the endocrine system, that is the thing that makes the chemical messages and the core of who we are. But we're only going to talk about hormones in relation to the sex hormones, your progesterone, testosterone, estrogen. That's all we're going to talk about. We're not
Mm.
going to really talk. We talked a bit about insulin, but we're not really going to talk about hormones and the impact of hormones. And we're not going to talk about how hormones are behind all of the symptoms in the human body. We didn't talk about how hormones are implicated in digestive issues, in the immune system, in everything.
Mm.
And so I personally felt I kind of went into clinical practice, and then I was working the way that we were taught to work, which was pretty myopic, actually. It was if someone comes in with gut issues, well, you're still working on the gut until we researched our unique clinic model, which is the triangle of hormonal health. And what we came to realize was that these hormones are truly at the core of everything. And you're not going to fix a bowel issue by treating the bowel,
Mm.
actually. You need to get into the hormones that are going on underneath. That's not even our job to fix anything, but that's the medical model's job. Our work as coaches and health practitioners is to look truly holistically at what is going on. And so we do that by actually looking at hormone balance.
Mm. And what I love about our work is how we are able to, it's like a jigsaw puzzle piece. It's putting all of those pieces together, because yes, hormones absolutely affect the digestion and the immune system, and the digestion and the immune system absolutely affects hormones. We can't look at them separately. And the medical model and our view of health is often, and we've seen it with our own practices in complementary health, is often just looking at these these parts of the body in isolation, and they just don't work in isolation. And so what is exciting is that if someone has a symptom in a certain area, an issue in a certain area, and they've explored the area and they've explored the area, good grief, have I done enough work on my immune system and my gut? Keep going, keep going, keep going, and it just doesn't change it.
Mm.
Then we've got somewhere else to go. Then we can start looking at other systems in the body that have this relationship with this part of the body. There's got to be somewhere else that this is coming from.
Yes, absolutely. So hormones creates much more of an opportunity to be like a forensic detective, doesn't it? It allows us to really keep asking the question, where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? Where's it coming from? And one of the reasons I love that is because in my experience, when I first started out in clinical practice, people were coming in with headaches. That was like nearly 20 years ago now, and there was some headaches and some back pain and maybe some IBS. But throughout the years, I have absolutely noticed that the trajectory of human health has deteriorated, like dramatically. And so it is commonplace now for people to be coming in with 2 or 3 autoimmune conditions, or that they have, they've been in recovery from cancer, or that they have got, horrendous menopause. They're on a list of medication. And as a practitioner, first starting out, I would have found that incredibly terrifying and overwhelming. And I would have felt ill-equipped to know what to do. And what we do is, by looking at okay, that's all those conditions. We don't go near the conditions. We don't need to. We want to look at blood sugar balancing. We want to look at how can we get the stress hormones, balanced in your body. What's going on in your lifestyle? What's going on in your diet? What's going on? Like, where's the food strategy that's going to work for you? Where's the food intolerances that can be contributing to this? And we start to look at all of those things and bring it back down to the basic hormonal foundations, because from there, your body can actually start to create the blueprint to heal.
What's great about our training is that we have different ways of being able to identify what is going on in the body. So if you are training with us for kinesiology, then we would use muscle testing, be able to have a communication with the body, to be able to test muscles that are connected through the nervous system into different glands, to identify imbalances within the endocrine system. We also are able to get private lab tests done using things like the Dutch test, which analyzes our different sex hormones as well as cortisol. We're able to do digestive tests, a lab test, stool samples, urine samples, and we're able to get this information about, and we're looking in the right areas. We're looking at all the different areas. We're looking at the hormones, we're looking at the digestive system, we're looking at the immune system, we're looking at how the gut is working. When we can get all of this information together, then we've got this really powerful toolkit to be able to bring someone back into balance.
I agree. And I just want to explain the hormone modules that we cover. We cover blood sugars and the blood sugar hormones, and that includes all the different food strategies and how diet can affect blood sugar balance and food intolerances. That's a really big one. We look at stress hormones, so what the impact is there and how that affects the whole body. We look at the sex and reproductive hormones and what's going on there. And then we also look at the digestive system and we look at the immune system. So they're the 5 pillars that we talk about in the training when it comes to hormones and hormonal imbalances. So yes, hormones, the endocrine system, hugely complicated. But when we actually start to break it down into the key areas that mean that we are able to educate our clients on taking foundational steps with their health, it is really empowering for the client. And as practitioners, we also always have somewhere else to look. And so it's this, I think it's a really great offering for clients and for coaches, both alike. Anything else to say?
So in answer to your question, why do we look at hormones? Because it's where everything comes from.
Yeah, it is.
It's just where everything's coming from.
When we're hormonally balanced, we feel well. It is that simple. It is that simple. And that's what we are offering in terms of training, and ultimately then for you to be able to offer to your clients. So thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, click all the links in the description below, and we will be back next time with another informative video.